Hello, everyone. Welcome to this latest episode. I believe this is episode 4 now. Just going to reflect on the last episode. Absolutely buzzing. It was brilliant to get back in a ring, training, taking bumps. Just last episode, I didn't really get a chance to reflect afterwards. I was just absolutely buzzing. Like I say, it was incredible to be back and loving it. Just stepping through the ropes again. You just get that feel of like, yes, this is what I want to be doing. And Rich was such a cool guy. Like I said, I have met him before through a few events previously, a few years back, and just to get that one-on-one time with him was brilliant. Just because he's just such a knowledgeable guy. He's obviously he's had his fair few matches as well, so he's got so much knowledge as well to sort of give myself, especially working the big man style, which is really good, really, because that's something I want to focus on as well in these last few years. And yeah, just stepping in there, just running the ropes again. Next day, just backs all bruised. It was it's a weird pain, and unless you actually do it, it's you wouldn't understand. It's a weird one, really. But my you have to pace it out as well. Left, right, turn. Left, right, turn. Sort of doing all that again. The muscle memory, just remembering it again. Slow at the start, but as expected, I wasn't going to sort of jump back on that horse straight away and be all perfect. But yeah, I hope you appreciate the highlights I set on the last episode. So we started with running the ropes, and then it was the flips, sort of forward roll, sorry, and then flips. He wanted to do like a lucha roll, so you sort of really you jump up, jump towards the ceiling, and then flip at the last minute. That was one to sort of get used to, really, because obviously throwing around this frame, not really the lightest of guys. So that's one to work on. But it's that fear of that fear of just not turning your body at the last minute. So you sort of you jump, you sort of look up towards the ceiling, really, and just sort of head diagonally in front of you. And then when you're coming down, you got to flip at the last minute, and it's mentally you're just trying to think, oh, don't want to break my neck. But it was going. It's a work in progress, that one. You mean I'm not going to be any lucha, or I'm literally just going to work a big man style. So I don't know if I'll be adding that to my repertoire, but it's always good to give it a go. So yeah, we're doing rolls as well: front roll, side roll, back bumps. It was good to get that back in the routine. Throwing your arms back, really making a sound when you impact the canvas. Keeping the chin obviously tucked in. Don't want to be hitting your head on the canvas. I was a bit rusty at that. Kept getting my feet caught up underneath me. As the session sort of progressed, it got a little bit easier. I didn't want to get the crash mat out because obviously the crash mat is where everyone starts, and there's that stigma of like, yeah, come on, get on the ring. Actually, let's earn them bumps. But yeah, I'm recording this a few days afterwards, so I sort of got straight in the car. We overran massively. That was another cool thing. Rich was not one to sort of like you've got an hour with him, and he's looking at his watch, thinking, "Come on, then hurry up." And then 60 minutes hits. He's like, "Come on and finish then." I think we ran over an hour and a half. I think it was. So yeah, there was no chance to record because I just wanted to get back home. It was a good hour drive, and tell my wife as well, and it was just great to be back. And we were doing side bumps as well. I haven't done a good side bump for a while, and that seemed to be all right. A forward bump, protect the lower regions as well, to not just smash up anything downstairs. It was a great chance to start feeling it again, and feeling out the ring and getting in that wrestling mindset, just to attack the ring, and start the journey again. Like I say, I can't thank Rich enough. He's really, really helpful guy. So I'll be going back there soon. Perhaps on the next episode we'll get some more footage Thanks for your answers to the question on episode 2. SFC Ribe, I really appreciate your response. I can't agree more. Bret Hart, Triple H, and The Rock, absolute legends. I believe they'd be on a lot of people's Mount Rushmore if they were asked. Obviously, Rock's mic skills, just he's in a league of his own, isn't he? I think the fact he went over to mainstream as well and conquered Hollywood and just showed how popular the guy is, how lovable the guy is. Triple H, just absolutely. He had the package as well. Triple H, he was great on the mic. Wrestling was amazing as well, and he's absolutely bossing it as well at the moment, isn't he? In charge of WWE. And Bret Hart, what can we say about Bret Hart? Is that hasn't been said. He totally is the excellence of execution. Like I say, big fan of watching all three of them growing up, and it was a privilege to grow up and see them all in their prime. Like I say, WrestleMania this year is going to be awesome as well. Hopefully, get The Rock involved there, and the little fanboy in you really does, scream out when you see The Rock come out to the ring, and you just think, "Oh man, this is classic." So, but yeah, thank you, SFC Ribe, and I hope you've said your name right. But yeah, this time I'll ask another question. So, what's the best event you've been to actually live in person? I've been fortunate to be, I think it's about 5 WrestleManias now. My brothers and I, we went to our first WrestleMania 19 in 2002. That was in Seattle. Unbelievable, just being able to leave the UK, and I think that was our first time going to America, and just taking it all in. And it was still quite, it's not the festival it was, it is now, where everyone from around the world, it was still sort of, it was still a lot of like just US and Canadian fans that were there. So, but it's a worldwide event now, which is absolutely crazy. And obviously it goes over a weekend now, shows how big it is. But it was at 19, then we hit 20 in New York, 21 in LA, 25 in Houston, and I think 32 was it in Dallas. So I've had my fair share now, and it's just getting crazy now, expensive. So we've sort of knocked that on the head. But other shout outs I've been to is Dominion, New Japan Dominion. That was just another experience, just a complete 180 from like a US audience. The Japanese fans are so, observant and quiet, and it's a completely different spectacle. And I think what Dominion, apologies, was 2015 when AJ Styles lost the title to Okada, and getting to see a junior heavyweight by the name of Kenny Omega was, I was like, who's this guy? This guy looks incredible. And as we all know, Kenny's an absolute legend now, probably one of the greatest. It's great to see him back as well, and wrestling frequently. And we also went to Dominion 2017, excuse me. And that was brilliant as well, going to see the Okada and Kenny time limit draw. So sat there for an hour, just didn't want it to end. And it got closer and closer to the hour, and you could hear the time limit go. And they count down every 5 minutes, isn't it? So and you knew it was going to that way. It was going to be a time limit draw, but you just didn't feel shortchanged, because afterwards you just thought you just witnessed something absolutely epic. And I think they wrestled that Wrestle Kingdom in 2017, and they had their it was their 6-star match, I think it was, from Dave Meltzer. And my brother and I were just blown away. And when they announced that they were going to fight again in Dominion, I think we had 5 weeks, and we were just like, should we do it? Should we do it? And it was just one of the craziest holidays, just to sort of, just on the spur, just book it straight away and go 5 weeks later. It was just crazy. But absolutely loved it. And also a special shout out to the York Hall events in London. My brothers and friends, we all sort of go there now and again. Mainly it's just seeing, the rise of Will Ospreay and Zack Sabre Jr. Through the indies over the years, and just see him at York Hall was just such a legendary venue. It's a boxing venue, really, but RevPro really put on some good shows there. They've had a hell of a roster throughout the years, and just seen various people wrestle there up close and personal as well. And also they bring over the New Japan stars, and now and again you get AEW stars as well. So just seeing them up close in such an intimate venue, that's just really, it just blows you away really when you see someone like a Okada or a Tanahashi or Suzuki. Suzuki absolutely owned it when he was there. He was a tag champ, then he was their world champ, and just to see Suzuki every month was just, yeah, it was just, the guy's a legend. He knows how to work the crowd. But yeah. So yeah, excuse my ramble. If you could just let us know what live show you've been to, or your favourite live show you've been to, and just comment below. Thank you. I can't believe I've nearly ended the episode without marking off the board. We've hit goal 1, which is, it's cool. So long may it continue, this streak. So let's get it marked off, and let's push towards the second one. Okay, here we go. Here's the wrestling goals then. So as we said, we've hit the first one now. Absolutely made up that we've done that. So hopefully this pen does come out well. So let's take a big green tick. I think that's the right colour. That shows up. Yes, so chuffed a bit. We've obviously got that first one checked off. So let's now focus on getting the second one, which would be getting back on a show in some capacity. So fingers crossed we can work towards that now. Let's just keep working hard with our training. I've obviously got to go to the gym as well and eat correctly. No more cheeseburgers. But yeah, let's see how we get on.